So I'm sitting here in the barn with my good old buddy Dave. How you doing tonight, Dave?
Wonderful. Good evening.
Is it really a good evening?
So far.
It started out as just a day where we could have done some yard work, some work.
I did yard work all day.
Well, you did, yes, but I did not.
I was done with yard work. I was just coming over to hang out.
Oh, really? Yeah. It was kind of nice because how far away were you working? Was it like a 20-minute, 30-minute drive?
It was like 2 minutes.
2 minutes?
From, where I was working to here.
You were right down the road, which is fantastic. I can literally see the house you're working at.
Yeah, it's right to the east of your property.
Yeah, it was funny as how nice is their yard compared to mine?
Who cares?
Well, I'm asking you to judge. Scale 1 to 10. What's their yard compared to my yard?
Theirs is weedless and yours is not.
I got a lot of dandelions.
Yeah, but the thing, I don't know why people give a shit about that. I'm in that business and I don't understand it. It's crazy obsession with some people.
It looks really nice. I wish I had the time and maybe finances.
You don't have to have the time. It's letting somebody else spray a bunch of shit.
Oh, is that what it's chemicals?
Yeah.
Can I not eat my dandelion greens if I just spray them?
That would be unadvised.
Yeah, not so good.
Yeah.
So really nice yard, not far away. Across the road, Ridge's house is the neighbor.
Mm-hmm.
It's 1 over or 2 over from Ridge. I don't even remember.
I think there's a field in between them, so it's 1 over.
Okay, 1 over. So it's next. So a field, then that house, that's the one.
Correct.
I can't remember which one it is. Yeah, nice. So I got a few questions for you here, Dave. You ready for some blue collar questions?
Let's do this.
Really ready?
Yeah, go ahead.
Would you rather work 12-hour days outside in the heat, which I'm sure you've had, or 8 hours in a freezing shop?
12-hour days outside.
Yeah.
I do that anyways.
Yeah. It's nice, isn't it?
I don't like to be cold.
Yeah. But you live in Ohio.
Yeah. And I mean, I work outside in the cold also, but I'm outside.
Right.
I'm not stuck inside.
So it's more the outside thing, not the inside thing.
Yes.
With the heat or
I've
cold.
worked in factories that are cold and it's monotonous.
Yeah.
Kudos to those people that can do it, not me.
The times that I've worked inside and outside at the same time, you come in for whatever reason, maybe you're working in the interior and working the exterior. How do you feel about that change in temperature or pressure or humidity of working in the air conditioning, then you go outside in the heat? Do you take a break in the air conditioning and then go back out and work? Or how do you feel about that?
So during the summer, if it's just rancid hot, I will not go to the truck besides to get some water. I don't sit in the AC. I just stay in the heat until I'm done for the day. Then when I get home, if the AC's on, basically I'll just fall asleep in the recliner in like 10 minutes because it's like, oh, this is so comfortable.
Right.
Yeah.
Do you ever have a feeling of, for me, and I'll just tell you how I feel, I have this sinus issue if I'm going from AC to heat back and forth. Do you ever feel that, like some pressure in your head? I don't know what it is. Yeah,
I mean, even in the, like going home, then if you're in the truck and you turn the AC on, there's definitely always something, there's something extra. With the sinuses, that's, I'll just put the windows down instead. Like the AC, I guess, is until I get home and enjoy it there. Because if I've been in the outdoors and the hot, humid weather, it doesn't do me any good to sit in the truck on the way home and blast the AC. It makes me actually feel worse, almost like headache.
Yeah.
So, maybe a little bit of sinus from that.
That's how I feel. Is if you're used to being out in the hot and you get a little bit of that cool, delicious flavor of coolness, like I don't want to go back out in the hot.
Yeah, that's why I don't do it.
Yeah.
Same thing with like eating lunch. I take a very small, short lunch because if I sit too long, then I am not going to want to go back to work.
Right.
And if it's hot and I sit in the truck with the AC on, guess what? Not going to want to go back out where it feels miserable. I mean, why would you basically torture yourself to go back to do something that you really, it's like, I really don't want to do this anyways, but I just made it worse.
Yeah, it takes the fight out of the dog, I feel. And you've been in business for quite a while for yourself.
Yes, right? 18 years.
18 years. So if you were to look at a job site. You're almost complete. The customer didn't really like what it was that you did, even though that's what you agreed on. And you realize the customer was wrong with what they were saying. If you could balance out the time, say, you know what, I could fix this in the time that the customer would want to argue with me. Would you rather spend the time to fix the problem or argue with the customer about how it was agreed upon?
Usually you try to find a medium area where if you can, the old saying where the customer's always right is completely false. They typically don't have any idea. They just have a vision. So you try to work with them on that. But with your question, I usually find it better to meet them in the middle, fix the problem the best that you can as quick as you can. Typically, I don't have that issue. I'm a good enough BSer to be like, you know what, this is what you like and this is what we're doing.
Right. Talk them into it.
Yeah. The Pinterest and all the other things that these people look at and the visions that they get in their head, once you're putting real life things down that are actually workable for their situation, you know, and for their budget, you have to be able to work with them. And the best policy is honesty the whole way through, communication. So the more you talk with your customer, the better off you are in the end. And you don't have those kind of issues usually.
Mm-hmm. I feel it's a little bit of manipulation of your customers.
Sometimes you have to.
Yeah. Get them to believe maybe what they don't think they believe.
Yeah.
Guiding them in the right way.
Yeah, because, you know, some of the things that they want, I mean, yeah, we can do this, but you're going to have to spend another $20,000
right
to get this. Are you willing to do that, or do you want to move forward with this project in actuality? And again, like I said, upfront communication, knowing the product that you're putting in place. Last handful of years, I've had basically zero issue. Some people, though, honestly, as a contractor, there's some people you just cannot make happy.
Right. They're always
no matter
happy.
Yeah, no matter what you do. Like I do every day to the best of my ability, and it doesn't matter to them. It's when they get home and see what you've done, they're just like, that's not what I want. You have no answer besides to talk with them, and hopefully you can meet somewhere on middle ground. And other than that, I don't know what you do from there because I've never come to that point, I guess.
I've always thought that some people are only happy when they're unhappy.
Yeah, I've ran into that, and those are the kind of jobs you can't wait to get away from.
Yeah.
And a lot of times you've dealt with it when you meet with somebody.
Mm-hmm.
You usually get a good feeling right from the get-go, whether or not they're going to be easy.
Yeah, you get that gut feeling. You're like, I don't think I want this customer.
Yeah.
Or like, they'll be fine.
Yep.
Sometimes they're hidden. You don't realize they're so horrible.
And I dealt with that. It's rare, but I've dealt with it on a couple bigger projects. It does make your evenings, you get home and that's all you think about. You're stressing about it. It kind of conveys into your family life a little bit too, which is horrible. And you try not to do that, but it does happen.
All right. Well, Dave, let me ask you this. What is your favorite tool that you own?
Boy, got a lot of them. Right now, I would have to say it's my little stand-on skid loader.
Okay. Let's go back a little bit because it's not going to work out if it's something nice like that. What's your favorite small hand tool that you own? Maybe a hammer or a chisel what's your favorite hand tool, small tool?
Ace Hardware actually carries Fiskars, just digging shovels.
Fiskars?
Yep. Fiskars.
Yes.
And they are solid steel, and you can wrench on them and pry with them and dig through all kinds of just crap. They're like $30. I've had two of them in the one truck for several years now. They don't have a dent or a ding in them. You can abuse these things. I use them every day.
Yeah, they make scissors and a little picketing.
Fiskars makes good they hatchets, pruners. They make really good stuff. Their shovels, I don't know that they get the credit for that item, but those things are almost indestructible.
So let me ask you, the Fisker shovel that you love so much, would you rather give up the Fisker shovel for life or a paycheck for a day? And it's a good day of paycheck.
Probably a day of paycheck.
You go with it, for the tool.
Yeah.
Have the better tool. Make your life easier.
Because, the right tool on any job will make your life a lot easier day in and day out.
So let me ask you this, old man. You ready?
Yeah.
All right. Would you rather work alone all day or with a crew that won't stop talking?
Alone all day.
Yeah.
I
You'd be
do it.
crazy to think the other way, I think.
Yeah. So going back to having the one machine that I have, I typically work by myself all day anyways. And I have done the other where I have a crew of guys that you're just babysitting, and I'm getting nothing done now because I got to go between everybody and be like, make sure you're doing this, make sure you're doing that. So I can work 14 hours a day by myself versus 6 hours babysitting just a bunch of people that need babysit, I guess.
Nice. Think about all the tools you have you use every day. Your Fisker shovel included. All the tools, because you didn't give it up earlier. But think about all the tools, everything that you use. Hammers, your rubber mallets, I think you use probably.
Yeah. I mean, we got screeds and
all those
spades
things.
and yeah.
Would you rather have all brand new tools to replace all those with brand new tools or double your pay for a year?
Double my pay.
You go with the used tools and double your pay?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
My used tools, I know exactly what I'm getting out of them.
How they feel in your hand?
Yep.
No blisters, maybe?
Yeah. Give me the money.
Yeah. You know what's funny about tools? This made me think of this is tools with rubber handles on them. I cannot stand them.
There's a few, very few.
That you like?
Yeah.
Really? Tell me about that.
The only ones that I really have would be like your rubber mallets. Obviously, you know, that's all rubber all the way down. But like your concrete trowels, some of them are wood handles. A few of them have rubber. But yeah, I don't.
The rubber handles for me give me calluses. Not calluses, but blisters.
Yeah.
The rubber handles seem to pull on my skin.
Well, especially when it's humid, you notice.
Oh, wet, moisture.
Yeah. And just that extra friction. Mm-hmm. But, you know, I've been doing this for 30 years, so that's all my hands are callous, so I don't have to worry about it.
What a tough guy.
Yeah.
Tough guy. Would you rather finish early but sloppy work or be late and be perfect?
Always perfect.
Yeah.
I'm efficient.
No slop?
Yeah.
There are times, though. What about a Friday?
Nope.
Long week? No?
Never.
Never? Man.
My craftsmanship is what I kind of thrive on.
Yeah.
Like when somebody talks about me, I don't ever have to lose sleep about them saying he didn't finish the project correctly. I make sure it's basically like I was doing it for my grandma. It's going to be done right the whole way through.
Yeah. Your grandma's dead.
Yes, both of them are, but
yeah. None of us have grandmas anymore. Why do you say that?
Well, I always think though, I used to, when I was younger, I go out there to the farm, and if I was going to do something and she just would want it done quick, I'm like, well, this is the right way to do it, and this is the way I'm going to do it, and that's how I've always done things.
Sure, she has a really nice gravesite.
Yeah, I don't visit as much as I should.
Right?
Yeah. That's a whole nother topic. And I did have two grandmothers. The one I never visit, the one I should visit doesn't happen.
Yeah. You don't have a grandma alive anymore, do you?
No.
No, I was going to say, like,
I don't have three grandmas.
As a business owner, would you rather deal with a picky customer or a clueless one?
That's a tough one.
That is tough because picky customer can be a real nightmare, because I feel like that question is them standing behind me, asking me questions as I'm working, not coming at the end of the day.
Yeah.
But also a clueless one, like,
clueless and picky could be almost the same thing in a way, because clueless, they have no idea of what they actually want. So you're changing things.
As you go,
which is the same thing as a picky customer, because they're like, well, I didn't want this. So you're changing things for them too.
Yeah.
I guess maybe clueless, because again, if you have enough experience in what you're doing, you can kind of guide them to what the right thing is. Where somebody being picky is more just a pain in your butt for no reason.
Nice. Yeah.
Yeah.
I would probably rather deal with a customer that is, I guess, picky, because I feel like they might know what they're wanting out of the project.
I don't feel like anybody picky knows what they want.
I don't know. It's really is hard. I'd rather deal with neither.
Yeah, right.
Is that a choice?
Yeah, I want somebody that's happy with what I'm doing every day because they know I'm doing a good job.
There's times with a clueless customer, you just do what you want to do and you just walk off and the job's done and you're done.
And you don't know if they're happy or not because the entire time they just had no idea.
Yeah. Right. Yeah.
But sometimes even the picky customers or the clueless customers was like, oh, wow, this turned out great. And so it's gratification that way too. Mm-hmm. It's hard to say. I mean, I guess to me personally, clueless, because I can, like I said, I can guide them. This is the right way to do this. This is what I'm doing. Communication, step by step. This is what you're going to end up with. Where a picky customer, again, sees something that's, just not attainable. Mm-hmm. Or if it is, it's not in your, you did not budget for this.
No. We had a customer recently and the colors they picked out are awful. Absolutely awful.
Oh, you like the color of vomit and diarrhea?
Yeah. I was just like beside myself. But what's your responsibility to tell someone that they have horrible taste?
I guess to a point, I mean, you know what's right.
Yeah.
And just those little hints of steering them away from something that's going to be regrettable down the road. Yeah. Now, there's some people, it's every day in life. You can tell people all day long that they're doing something wrong and they won't listen until 3 months from now. They're like, oh my God, this was a horrible idea. Right? You can do your little bit to tell them this is probably the better way to go with what you're trying to do. We can maybe use some accent colors and what you're looking at, but like I would not do a whole project like this.
That's a trigger word, but yeah.
What's a trigger word?
Accent colors.
Oh, yeah.
That is the problem I'm having right now. The customer picked out this dark gray siding in bronze trim.
Wow.
I'm like, oof. I thought that I could not pick out worse color than they had picked out for this project.
Yeah.
And we are going to start next week putting these trim colors up.
And there's no change.
Well, they chose it.
Yeah.
So I'm going to wrap out some columns and I'm going to put up some siding and let them look at it. And hopefully they come to reality that
and change your mind a little bit. Yeah.
It's so bad looking.
Yeah.
Like, no, do not care for this.
Well, it's one of them things. It's like, okay, so you saw it somewhere.
Yeah, possibly. Or it's two colors they picked out of the sky and they said, these two look good. Yeah, I'm going to put them together.
I've always liked bronze and I've always liked this color.
Yeah.
Let's smash them together and hopefully it works.
And bronze, maybe it's my age. Bronze was a popular color when I was younger. And
even then it's still.
Yeah, it's so dated.
Yeah.
If we're doing brand new, go with a classic color. Something that's going to last a long time.
Speaking of that, how do you feel, I guess, about all these new builds that are going with dark charcoal siding and, just the entire house is blacked out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I hope you like hot.
Right.
Because everything's going to be hot.
Yeah. Don't stand 10 feet from your house when you're outside in the summer because it's just radiating
melting out of everything underneath it. Yeah. Dark color's not fantastic.
Yeah. And the fade, I feel like there's got to be a lot of fade. I mean, they look sharp when they're freshly built, but it's longevity. Again,
it is what it is. And maybe we'll get more business by replacing it in 10 years from now.
It's always, always works out that way.
Yeah. Yeah. They're not doing it themselves. So, a job security. There you go.
Yeah.
Go with some ugly colors. Some things that are just not going to hold up to the sunlight.
Yeah. So let's start out with something hideous. So in 5 years, when you finally realize your regret, I can change it.
Yes. Hopefully you realize that I was doing a good job when I installed it.
Yes.
Then I can come back and reinstall it.
I did really good work when I put it in.
Yeah.
You're the one that picked the colors.
Yeah. Your fault, not mine. As a business owner, this is a little bit of a rough one for you. Would you rather train a new guy or fix his mistakes when he makes them?
Ooh, I've done both. Mm-hmm. And the fixing mistakes gets old real quick. So basically what happens is you're constantly training new guys because you're fixing mistakes of the ones that you just got rid of. So fixing mistakes is, it's a tough one. I would rather not do that. I'd rather train somebody and hopefully they pan out to not be that person that I have to go back and babysit and be like, oh, you did this wrong today, all day long.
Yeah. So we went to high school together, right?
We did.
All right. I have a question about high school.
Oh, boy.
Yes. It's not about our specific situations or lives in high school, but it's about your reputation in high school.
Mm.
Yes. Your flawless reputation. Would you rather have your reputation you had in high school or the reputation you have now?
The one that I have now, for sure.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah. High school, you think you're set in your ways, kind of, and this is who I'm going to be. This is what I'm going to do. But I was probably a huge douchebag with the things I just
Agreed.
just being loud and obnoxious and, carrying on like a teenage kid would without much of a clue, to where now I, have some weight under my belt with the knowledge that I have and the connections that I have and things that I feel like I'm in a better place.
Along with the physical weight you have under your belt.
Yes. Over my belt.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, now you're so much more than you were then.
When I was in high school, I would have been fine with who I was and had no problem with my reputation back then. Good or bad, I guess, depending on most people I had told to F off anyways back then. So didn't care.
Yeah.
But now dealing with public and family, wanting to set a good example for my kids, I wouldn't want to be that person.
Yeah. Well, it's so much of a smaller scope back in high school.
Oh,
now
yeah.
You're a business owner, you're a father, you're a husband. You've done so much more now. So I would hope, unless you've totally screwed things up, you should rather have your reputation now
Yes.
than your high school, when you really didn't do a whole lot except for sports, which were important at the time.
Yeah, but it's so insignificant.
Yeah. But now at our age, it was great when I did it. But we're not at that point in our lives anymore.
Like I said, I know probably I was a loudmouth, just say whatever I want.
Agreed.
D-bag.
I was there.
And it was okay at the time because whatever, you felt it's like, I'll tell whoever I want, whatever I want, whenever I want. And sometimes you'd like to do that now, but it's not a great idea.
No, you won't say it to your customers or people you deal with in business. Yeah.
No.
Be nice. Be a nice person.
Yeah.
That's great. So, Dave, we have a new segment.
Oh, fun.
Yes, it is super fun. It's called Shine or Grind.
Oh, boy.
Yeah. So the shine or grind, you get to choose one thing in your life, in the world, that you find as a shine, a good thing, or something that grinds your gears, something that really pisses you off. You can tell us a little bit about it. Is there anything that you can shine about or grind about?
Ooh. Oh, wow. This is going to take me a minute.
I can get started. That sounds good.
That'd be perfect.
All right. So I guess a shine would be people who stop by unplanned, yet you end up having a good time with.
Yes. That is always.
Yes. I'm talking about my buddy Dave right now. Because we've been doing this little project. Everybody knows about our shed in the studio that we built. We have a little patio going outside. I'm sorry, not a patio, a walkway, but it's almost like a patio now because he brought this big, it's a
stamped concrete
compass.
Yes.
North, south, east, west, 4 foot by 4 foot. Does that sound right? And it's going to be our pad when we walk outside the studio, this beautiful big piece of concrete and this walkway over to our concrete. It's not just that he brought that, but today he just stopped by. He's working close, which we talked about, working literally down the street, and then just came out and hung out. We ended up having some dinner and just relaxing. And I feel like the times that we have in life that are unplanned are some of the best times that we have in life. You can plan all the things with your family and friends, but the surprise times that are just a couple of you.
When you can have a good evening,
yeah,
just relaxing. There's no stress on anything. That is definitely a shine moment.
Yeah. It's not Easter.
Yeah.
It's not Christmas. It's not a birthday. It's just a oops.
Hey, I was close. Let's hang out.
Yeah. And that's, I believe, some of the best times I have in my life are times when it's not a group either. It's just a few people.
Yes.
You get to talk to people individually and not just try to
be
talk to everyone.
Yeah, be overwhelmed by too much going on.
So that's my shine. You can't take that one now, Dave.
I won't take that.
You come with your own shine or grind?
I like to go with a shine moment because there's plenty of grind that you could just dwell on.
So many. I was hoping you go with shine.
Yeah, when you dwell on that kind of stuff, it just ruins days.
Mm-hmm.
So to me, the first thing that popped in my head for a shine moment would be when we're out places with my kids and everybody, like all my friends, tell me how just awesome they are.
Yeah.
Well-behaved, well-mannered, disciplined, polite. So to me, that's a really good reflection on my wife and me on how we raised them. So to me, that's a huge shine moment.
Yeah.
Although they're not here tonight, so I am going to steal part of your shine moments, like hanging out with my friends that I've been blessed with is when I get to is always the best part of my life.
Yeah. Unexpected hangs.
Yes.
That might be the shine.
Yeah.
And your kids are fantastic. It's funny, the one son had a pair of shoes that I have the same shoes. Slide-in shoes.
Yeah.
And I know I still have them, and I'm saving them for when I see them. I'm going to put them back on again. It's just a little connection I have with your boy.
Yeah.
So
and it's not like he's hip, so with the new trends, because he doesn't care.
As you are.
Yeah, if he doesn't care. So your nerdy shoes are his nerdy shoes.
I've got to be the coolest almost 50-year-old that he knows.
Yeah. Oh, trust me, my kids think very highly of you.
Yes, because they have low standards, and I like that. So, all right. Well, thank you so much, Dave, for coming in and talking to us tonight.
I appreciate it, man. Have a good evening.
You too. Thank you, buddy.